comes a new challenger.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to VG Commentaries. Welcome to our VG Commentaries SEGA Arcade Extravaganza. And we're going to be doing a bunch of SEGA arcade games, as I already said. And we, of course, are joined once again by Noah, a.k.a. YoshiTales13. But we have, yet again, another very, very special guest commentator with us. So, please introduce yourself, good sir.
Hello, guys. My name is Patrick. I am also known as Kori-Maru. I am a writer at SEGAbits.com, and I'm also the host of Sonic and Sega Fan Jam.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you. So here we are with OutRun. This is a racing game that was released in 1990, or was it the 80s? I can't remember. I know I should know this.
Racer. September 20th, 1986.
There you go.
Thank you, Patrick. So that means it apparently it even predates Afterburner, and oops, I spun out. So OutRun is my second favorite Sega series out there. We all know my favorite is Sonic the Hedgehog, but if I have to pick a second favorite, it's OutRun. Although personally, I think OutRun 2, the sequel, is a much better game, because not just because I played that one first, but because it's just better in just about every way.
Yeah.
At least this is much better than the racing levels in Sonic Adventure 2.
I didn't find those too
Well, this game OutRun has alternate pathways, so +1 to that. But admittedly, I do prefer the control of the racing levels in SA2 because you could actually drift. Drifting wouldn't be implemented in OutRun until OutRun 2, I believe.
Another fun fact, this game was designed by Yu Suzuki, who also helped to work on Virtua Fighter and a bunch of AM2 games.
Wow.
Nice.
AM2, yeah, I've heard a lot about them. We'll probably talk about more of that when we get to Daytona USA or Virtua Fighter, but they were responsible for a lot of Sega arcade games, I believe.
Jesus, this game's kind of fucking with my eyes. Like, Jesus.
Yeah, actually,
Well, that's 1986 for you.
well, we did play
Revolutionary.
through Sonic the Fighters, so I don't know if that counts.
I think that...
This isn't disorienting, but this.
Where in the world are we? We just went through
We're in
the ruins of Upper South Africa to
Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now.
Shut up.
Oh,
Okay,
shut
shut
up!
I'm sorry.
boot Seth from the Discord call right now.
No. No.
That's,
Anyway.
Why did the bigger Sonic?
that's your disowned from the Fiji commentaries family again.
No.
You have brought shame to our family.
Okay, so let's start talking about the game. As I said, I grew up more with OutRun 2, but Lucas, what is your experience with OutRun?
Never played it.
Okay, Scott?
The fuck is this?
Alright. Hey, Will.
I love Ridge Racer.
Okay, okay.
Does the OutRun map in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transform count?
Dang it, I was gonna say that.
Okay. Well, I guess Noah also already said his as well. Okay, Patrick, what's your experience with OutRun?
I think OutRun for its time was a good arcade game. Yu Suzuki was one of the key people who developed it. What else? I like how he was able to structure the backgrounds and stuff. How it's like strolling. He pretty much used the same engine from Space Harrier and on. And I think Yu Suzuki has done also an amazing job on OutRun. It's
Oh yeah,
it's a very addictive arcade game. You can also play it on different ports and stuff, like on Sega Saturn, even on like Yakuza, I believe Zero. You can play the game on there, and it's really fun to play. A lot of AM2 games are fun to play.
Yeah. one port of the game I highly recommend if you're going to play the first OutRun game is actually the 3DS version, because it not only includes a automatic transmission like the Saturn version, but it also it has widescreen support as well.
Oh yeah.
And this song, Splash Wave, I love this song. OutRun has fantastic music in general, actually. I love Splash Wave, I love Magical Sound Shower, I love Risky Ride, but that's not until OutRun 2. And I also
I have a question
yes,
about this video. It's for the security of its existence. Will we be flagged by Ferrari in this video? Just wondering.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, this video is not is not at all sponsored by anything.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I heard that Sega's contract with Ferrari expiring is the main reason why we haven't had a new OutRun game in years. Sega, get it back together, will ya? I want OutRun 3 or a remaster of OutRun 2.
I'm pretty sure they're not exactly drowning in money right now, so they can't renew their license with something as very, 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 very expensive as Ferrari.
But I want OutRun 3. I want OutRun 2 on the PS4.
The sooner they make games that aren't just mediocre sounding games,
Wow.
Sir, some guy wants OutRun remake
Hip hip
of
hooray!
OutRun 2.
Hip hip
Let's
hooray!
make Sonic, okay? Let's make more Sonic.
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Ow!
He fell down.
Oh, another thing I like about this game is the branching paths, where you can like drive to like different routes and stuff to get a different ending. They use that a lot on their arcade games too, like House of the Dead and Sakura Wars on the Sega Saturn.
And there's Sega Master System again.
Yep.
Even though that's actually my full name as well. But anyway, yeah, that was OutRun. I would record an alternate pathway, but here's the thing: I suck at this game, and I'm not exactly very good at it. If it was OutRun 2, then I'd be singing a different song. But I'm sorry, I can't do. Yeah, exactly.
Oh
that's basically my hard mode run of OutRun in a nutshell. So many crashing.
And 2 people coming to their death. Oh my god.
This is one of the first racing games that teaches you that you need to brake, and it's not always hold the gas pedal to win.
Yeah, go fast.
Boring. Who would do that?
Like you always say, Seth, you always want to go fast.
Every single 16-year-old who doesn't know that the gas pedal doesn't actually make you move faster.
So that was OutRun. Let me say my final thoughts. The first OutRun game was interesting. It was very ambitious for its time, as Patrick said, but I don't think it's really aged that well. I think OutRun 2 is a much better game, and honestly, I would rather. It's better that I think you play that one first. I wouldn't. It's kind of like Crash Bandicoot. I wouldn't recommend playing the first OutRun game first, unless you really want to know how it started. I mean, well, actually, I take it back. I would recommend playing the first OutRun game first, but I don't recommend finishing it first. OutRun 2, I think anyone can finish just fine. But the first OutRun game is a bit too challenging for my taste, but that's just me. The music is still fantastic, and the remixes are even better. The first OutRun game, overall, I'd say it's decent. Not the best, but it's certainly passable, and again, it was great for its time. But compared to today, there's honestly better racing games out there. In fact, I'd honestly think that even Sega Rally is a better option than this, and Daytona USA. But that's just me.
Honestly, I will say I thought this was Cruising World for a moment. If Sega had their own version of Cruising World or any other cruising games, that would be the ultimate result.
Cruising doesn't have alternate pathways, though.
I know, but still.
So, Lucas, final thoughts?
Well, I will say that OutRun is it's a good game at its time, and yeah, as you said before, it hasn't really aged well. So I agree. I never played any of the OutRun games, so I wouldn't know. But I will say, I will agree that start with OutRun 2. But if you want to do like a really hardcore challenge,
now you're just listening to my opinion and not having your own.
But honestly,
he hasn't played any. So.
I never played the game, so how would I know?
True.
Then just, I guess, pass on the mic. I guess.
Pass on the mic. I agree with Seth.
All right, let's just move over to Will.
Furious 7 is a good movie.
I'm guessing that's all you gotta say.
All
yeah.
Right.
Okay. And Noah?
I would say I think it's an interesting game for just a little short game for an arcade. But the only thing I would know, I have played the OutRun Bay from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Transform already.
It's a good track, but...
Yeah, it's a good track to play.
But if you want alternate pathways, you should play the main OutRun series. Well, OutRun 2 to be more specific.
Yeah.
There was a beach level on Sega Superstars Tennis.
Yeah, I haven't unlocked that level though. I want to, but I haven't unlocked it. And Scott, do you have anything else left to say?
No, nothing at all. This game.
Okay, how about you just say it's Ferrari, it's fast, go have fun.
Fast.
Okay.
Car. That's it.
Okay. Final thoughts, Patrick.
I think it's a great arcade game. As the other guy said, it's short. That's all arcade games are. That's the only way for them to make a lot of money a lot quicker, like pushing in quarters.
It makes up its length with replayability. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yu Suzuki, he's a great game developer.
I believe you.
I guess that's all I can say.
Okay. Well, with that being said, that was OutRun. Tune in for the next part of our SEGA Arcade Extravaganza. Which Sega game will be next? You'll just have to find out, so stay tuned.